It should be no more than 120 years.
That's
That
exactly.
is a 6'3". You know what that means? You're a $120, baby. You're all gonna die. Guaranteed no one to say 120 years.
He said you're all gonna die.
Hell. To the grave. To the grave, right? Go to hell.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your wisdom.
That thing had demons on. Oh my goodness. They can quote the scripture.
He wasn't laughing. He was no scripture.
They didn't jump on his ass.
You know what's sad though that he knew more scriptures than the average Christian.
I got one real quick. Micah 2:2, and they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Right, and they're still doing it to this day. It's the reason why NATO is falling apart, and so many NATO partners are looking sideways at the Israelis now. All right, because of what they're doing over there, and it's actually creating that division. All right, within ESAF. All right, I like saying it the way they say it. ESAF. All right, it's creating that division. It's creating that division, you know, among ESAF. All right. No, I think that was. I think that was that effeminate ninja that walked by in front of her.
That's a weirdo.
Yeah, she kind of weird. Yeah, she was hot about 10, 15 years ago. And somebody ain't told her that she still
fell off.
Yeah, she's still trying to walk around with her belly out.
She in denial.
She in denial. It's like you can't tie that shirt up no more, honey. You gotta let it fall. You gotta cover it up.
Just let it go. I got it.
Go ahead, brother.
Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands.
So that's Esau. All right. Mainly the elite of Esau. Esau right on the damn bike right now. He ain't devising. He don't got the power in his hand to do that. There's these trillionaire Edomite families that are going to sleep. They can't even go to sleep unless they think of some wicked shit. Like, oh, we got a new germ coming out. We gonna lock. We can lock him down with this. You know.
Right. They have a meeting with their pseudoscientists.
Right.
And the pseudoscientists show them all the horrible things that the new Band-Aids can do. They sleep like a baby that night.
I feel good.
Did you see the video of the scientists that died going to the cancer thing? They were going, yeah, a bunch of scientists like
On the plane, right?
8 died.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that they met with an accident.
They're going to reveal what really happened.
Yeah. Yeah, you can watch the video.
Oh, that's smart.
You see the pilots jumping out with parachutes.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Gotta get out of here.
You know?
They already knew the business. They had parachutes.
Pilots jumped out.
Esau get them all together on one plane.
Got picked up by the single engine. Yeah. You know, there was that character Bane. When he told the one dude, he said, "No, you got to stay soldier."
Damn, said you got to stay so.
Right. He said somebody has to go down with the plane to make it look legitimate.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, damn.
Right. You gotta die. This Proverbs 29 and 2, it says, yeah, come, it's in my bag. This Proverbs 29 and 2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And right now today, these people ain't rejoicing. These people's confused. They don't know which way to go. They don't know what to do, man. They not happy. And look, that's fake happiness you see. That's a fake ass smile you see these people have on their face, man. This ain't happiness, man. These people fucked up. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. They all screwed up.
Evidence of that, all you gotta do is just turn on the internet.
Man.
And it's video after video
Oh my God.
of Americans crying their heart out, losing it, you know. It's sitting in their cars, videotaping themselves, spazzing out, How they don't want to go to work, women crying, you know.
It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, man. These people in mourning right now, man. Look at these people, man. They like zombies, man. It's like the scripture said, the walking dead. These people are walking dead, literally, man. They don't care about the Lord. They don't care about the law, statutes, commandments. Man, all they care about is watching the news. And when Esau say this is what it is, guess what? That's what they believe, man.
Yeah.
That's it, that's all. They don't believe in Yahweh Shem Shah, man. We know same times when Yahweh Shah and the prophets, they was out speaking the word. What happened? They hated those people. They seek to kill those people, man. What you think, right? We about to go through the same thing, man. They're gonna seek to kill us. Why? Because we speak the truth. We speak Yahweh Shem Shah, the words of the Lord, man.
Hey, look, my boss, he called me earlier and asked me something, but he said real quick, he said, and he'll hire up like dude, especially in shit that's going around in the like this DNC shit. And he was saying, man, he said randomly, he said, man, the Kennedys, this is the only time in history when the Kennedys ain't going to support the Democrats. He said something wild is about to happen in America. Shit about to get real.
Yeah, he's right.
He said the Kennedys ain't supporting it. He said I was talking to some people about it, and this is a serious thing.
That's a very pertinent point. All right.
And he just said anyway, real quick, I gotta go.
Yeah, that's a very but he said that just so it could become a talking point.
Yep.
So they can and bring out some scriptures, all right? Because that's a very important point, all right? That the Kennedys are not supporting the Democrats because, you know, not as if the Democrats ever stood for anything that was righteous, but the things that they did secretly now they do openly, and everybody can see it, all right? You know, it was better when they were closet, you know, alphabet lifestyle. When they were closet pedo, you know, when they were, but now, you know, they're you know, exactly. But this is, and they don't want this truth to come out. This is Amos 5:15. It says, hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that Yahweh, power of hosts, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph, man. All right? So we're supposed to hate the evil and rebuke within the gate, man. Establish what is good. Condemn the evil like that little demon that walked by talking, rolled by, can't even walk.
Oh my goodness.
How you gonna scoff in a damn motorized wheelchair?
Because the Lord hate him.
Battery
The
don't
Lord
die.
did that to him because he
No,
hated his ass.
she can't even roll herself. You gotta push it so when that battery go down. So what happens when all hell breaks loose? You know, I started rewatching Fear the Walking Dead. Right? Because I rewatched The Walking Dead. Now I'm rewatching Fear the Walking Dead. And I realized, you know, that this time around, watching it, that everything that they were going through was everything we went through in 2019 through 22, basically. All right? It was like, you know, because, you know, the first time I watched it, I was irritated by the drug addict son and the woman and all. But, you know, I watched it this time, and it was different. And so if you never seen those shows, shame on you. All right? But in the Walking Dead, all hell had already broke loose. When the series started, all the cities were already on fire. You know, 95% of the people are already walking around dead. All right, and the war between the people that was left had begun, fighting over resources. You know, so the chaos was already started. In Fear the Walking Dead, it takes you back to the beginning when the virus first hit and when it first started and when nobody knew what the fuck was going on. All right, and then it just showed you how stupid people were. You had dead people standing up off the ground after being shot 50, 60 times. And then people out the street rioting and shit. You know, it is like, man, did you not see this dead dude? Now the smart ones was like, you know, they was out of there. But they very few in between. You know, the smart ones was stockpiling, getting water, food, ammunition, you know, not that that's gonna save you, but you can at least respect that mindset. While all these other people walking around with cameras, you know.
What's going on?
Exactly. And all of a sudden you get mauled by a crowd of dead motherfuckers.
Yeah, bro. He
Biking
got up.
you
Nigga,
know?
ain't nigga, we go.
It's like, right,
Oh my goodness.
you know, you out there rioting and shit, you know. But it just goes to show you how people had no clue. And then people were riding around with the mask on. You know, I was like, damn. And then the quarantines, and then the military, and then how the military was abusing the people. You know, you wanted extra food and rations. You know, they wanted a conjugal visit with your wife, with your daughter, your girlfriend, whatever. You know, it goes to show you, man. You want the authority. You know, these military motherfuckers gonna be some of your worst enemies, man.
Yeah.
Cause they gonna, especially the foreigners. And then a lot of this shit was being done by their own people. Cause that's one thing they didn't show you in the movie, in the Walking Dead series. You never saw the blue hats. You know, it was always the military. You know, because they had all the spinoffs. Daryl Dixon, and he went to France. It was always the military, paramilitaries. You didn't see the blue hats. So we know the blue hats gonna be involved. But you know, all that chaos is coming, man. Shit is real, man.
Definitely.
Right?
Mark chapter 3, verse 24. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
Right, so just going into what the elder Malcolm was talking to, it be their own people. And going back to this Kennedy thing as well, this is a kingdom divided against itself. It's all it's gonna be. All right, just precept the brother Rapaya. This is Isaiah 19 and 19, and going back to the chaos that the elder brought out, you know, with the movie, the show. It said the burden of Isaiah 19 and 1, the burden of Egypt, and this is speaking about Mystery Babylon the Great, Egypt, America. It said, the burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. It says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and this is the beginning of that. We're seeing this now, so if this is happening, that means the Lord is coming back. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, like the elder said, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
That's right, because these Edomites, they stocked up all this ammo, thinking that they was gonna kill them some niggas and spiggers, and the truth, and they are, but they also they gonna be at war with each other. Right? They're gonna definitely be at war with each other.
I got one more verse. Yes, sir. Just going back to that. This is it said, and the spirit, because this is what we really witnessing, especially with this division.
Yeah, you about to witness another civil war, except for this civil war is gonna be so bad, because you're not only gonna have Esau against Esau, but it's gonna be a free for all with everybody else involved.
Fucking melee.
It's gonna be a straight melee. You know, that Gears of War shotgun fight when it's every man for himself. So what you think happens with 30 men all got shotguns and nobody's on nobody's side?
There ain't no right, ain't nobody on nobody's side. It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. That's why the Kennedy is like the elder said, it don't even matter who was up there. Niggas was always fucked up. Our delivery is Yahweh shot. All right? But nevertheless, it's because the spirit of Egypt is failing. And you know why? Because this word is being preached. That's why this place is crumbling. America is fucking being in decadence every time because this word is being preached.
That's right.
Like the elder apostle Gabar said, every time you speak, this bitch going down, man.
That's right.
All right? It said, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians will I give over to the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, said Yahweh. And Yahweh of hosts. Hey, one man's king is another man's tyrant. Don't ever forget that.
And that cruel king just might be Trump. Because once Trump gets his power back, he gonna really have to put his foot down. All right? Because he gonna have to get these Democrats in line, man. All right? And then if these Democrats stay in, then you know it's gonna be just mad. Everybody gonna be full of drugs. You know, the food gonna be and they're gonna try to force the Band-Aid on everybody.
Yeah, oh definitely. Long as we in captivity, long as you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and your seed has been scattered abroad that may look like the other seeds. Long as the so-called white man is in rulership, you niggas ain't gonna have no peace. He gonna be putting his foot in your ass, all right, until the Lord comes back, and that's why the Lord is our true king. And he gonna be a tyrant to these people. And we are too, and we gonna rule with him, and that's what we fighting for. Yahweh Ratazah.
With a rod of iron.
Definitely with a rod of iron. You got something, brother?
Yeah, I had a testimony for you, Zaquan. For my profession, you know, I work with a lot of I work with a lot of these millionaire, billionaire Edomites who are too old to remember their credentials. So it's my job to work in the tech department and remember their shit. So one of the owners, the owner of the company that I work for, he's a billionaire, cabal nigga. And one of his credentials, his passwords was "I hate Joe Biden." So this shit is with like 3 exclamation marks.
Damn.
So like this shit is divided, man.
Damn.
You know, and this is really the Roman Empire, man. You have the emperor, then you got his counselors. Are they all plotting against him? Or you got the Praetorian Guard, you got the CIA. All right, so they all making their plots, man. Hey, this shit is divided, man.
And then it's all gonna fail because we're all waiting on that new Denzel movie. Because when Rome fell, Jake rose up and
Mighty
ruled.
as fuck, bro.
All right, you know, when Rome fell, Jake rose and ruled Europe for 1,000 years, the Dark Ages. All right, which they try to cover up and bury their history as if it didn't happen. All right.
It was dark.
It was dark, nigga.
But the truth behind it is that the Negroes, so-called Negroes, ruled all of the ancient world. They ruled most of Asia, including the portion that they call Europe and Western Asia. All right, even parts of North Africa. Okay, they ruled it all, man. Okay, all the way up until about the late 14th century. Esau started coming back into power in the late 13th century. About the end of the 14th century, 1492, they sold. By the mid 1500s, Esau was fully back in power, and the Renaissance was in full effect. And it definitely was a rebirth of everything. All right, and I did a lesson on it, talking about it this morning, and how they were trying to, the difference between the Sephardim, and I hate that J word. I'm gonna just call them the Israelites. The Sephardim was actually Jacob. All right, and then how the Ashkenazi hijacked the Sephardim, all right, and started saying that was them. All right, because there was some sellout Moors, Morenos, Moriscos, Sephardim, the Huguenots, them secret JW, them secret Israelites that actually were here in America, and they were responsible. For their own people.
That was Jay-Z.
Them boule niggas.
That was Diddy and Jay-Z, bro. Them niggas were wicked.
Them boule ninjas today. All right, but they were the ones that actually helped set up this place and set up many of the business and the banking and all that. And then the Ashkenazi came over and took all that shit from them, starting in the late 1800s, man.
The mafia.
Right?
You talking about the Renaissance, right? One of the ways they took over at what the Dark Ages was marrying into the kings and the queens.
That and the plague.
That's right.
Oh yeah, the plague knocked out
The
2/3 of motherfuckers.
the plague was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Because the plague took out most of Jake. So Jake didn't have the numbers of armies and the resistance to stand up against Esau as he just started coming in and taking everything.
Take that.
All right?
Take that.
And you will.
Take that.
Take that.
Yeah, these Edomites divided, man.
Yeah.
And I was to this. Similar story to the brother, Nate threw. Similar story to the brother.
Smoke.
Now it's in a fancy place. We ain't gonna say the names of this place, but it's the Murph, a governor of a state in America, not Illinois, but a governor of another state. It's the Murphy. This dude's Secret Service agents and just the people that work there. Nobody else is in the spot. Just us. And I go to the other spot just because I'm surveying the area. And they said, man, so now. These are all Edomites. I said, yeah, because they work around the area. I didn't tell the patrons. I said, yeah, he in there. Every one of them said, man, I fucking hate him, man. These fucking Democrats and that fucking motherfucker, I fucking hate this dude. And they didn't say this in a group. It's every one of them who asked me, was he in there? At least fucking like 5. They was mad. I said, man, these Edomites really finna kill each other.
Yeah.
If the lights was off, they would go. I said, damn, man, they would really go in there and peel this nigga scalp simply because he's the governor. They wanted to peel his ass out. Bring it up.
Damn. So he
They
needed
wanted to kill that
it. He needed his Secret
Democrat.
Service.
Man.
So that's how these Chicago.
Oh yeah, he had 4 of them there, 5 of them with him.
So that's how these Chicago Republicans was feeling about this visiting
Democratic
governor.
Yeah, man. Oh, and there's one nigga he one of the big bosses. He a Mexican, but he think he a white man too. So I just went over there and he said, man, that motherfucker so he's a Republican. He a big time coon too. He said, this motherfucker, I'm gonna get his ass. I started laughing. I said, man, that shit funny as hell. They gonna get this, but hey, this shit is done, bro.
This is Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? And that Esau ain't in agreement. You know, shit. You got Democrat, Republican. You know, you got these Edomites. They going crazy over this shit. It's a win-win scenario for us, because if this female gets in the office, you already know those Trumpers gonna go crazy. And when Trump gets in the office with shit, he gon', like the elder said, he gonna start putting his foot down. Hey, shalom, brother. How about you make sure back that? So just like two can't agree on the scriptures, you can't walk together. It's the same thing with these Edomites. They're a house divided against each other.
I got that. Oh no, I
Can I bring this out right quick for you, beloveds?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Mark. Yeah, go ahead, bring that out.
This is Matthew 12 and 25. It says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
So how is this kingdom divided, right? You got Republicans, you got Democrats. And what's the other one they made up a few years ago when Obama got in office? They said these are independents.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, it took for a fucking so-called black-looking motherfucker in office. I said, man, I don't want nothing to do with none of this shit. Yeah, fuck the whole system. So you got crackers who don't want nothing to do with the system. They also going off-grid. They fucking no longer spending money in the economy, right? Everything trickles down to the destruction of fucking America. You got people separating themselves from America. You got the rich motherfuckers. They cutting off their businesses. They liquidating. Man, they're taking everything out of the system.
And
they're going overseas.
And they're intentionally doing this to bring down their system, to so-called bring up their new system.
A new system.
Order out of chaos.
Order out of chaos.
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep reading.
It says, in every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
Yeah, because at one time Esau was together when it was against blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Now that the thing done changed, because what? We done integrated in this system. So now we're so-called Americans. But there's no such fucking thing as an American. Right? That shit just like a Greek.
It's an organization. It's like saying we're Target.
We're Target.
We're fucking.
We're Walmart.
We're
Chicago Bulls. We're the Chicago Bears.
We all different colors, nationalities, but just because you was born here.
Here, we're gonna come together under one banner. Hey, what Obama said, out of many, one. That's bullshit. Right. That's bullshit, because a motherfucking Chinese don't give a fuck about a Russian.
Come on.
Right? An East Indian don't give a damn about an Arab. Right? An American don't give a damn about a Mexican.
At all.
Right? They don't give a fuck about an American.
America don't give a fuck about an American. Right.
Isaiah chapter 19 verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor.
What is it going to take to make these Americans turn on each other? A lack of bread. a lack of resources, a lack of opportunity. Right?
Or them not agreeing on the same policy. Can two walk together unless they be agreed, like the brother Yashrala brought out? You know? This place is divided, man, in every way possible.
And why would you say that? Look, you got Republicans, you got the Democrats, you just got the
Independents.
the independency. Then not just the independency, because your votes don't count. The electoral votes.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This place is so divided it don't make no sense.
Hey, you got a president, a motherfucker done went to jail for something, man. The president, he about to go out, man. Let me pardon that nigga. Imagine you being a family member of the motherfucker, this murderer that killed. Yeah, hey, man, fuck the president. He just pardoned the murderer of my family member.
Well, you know what? The division is good, because that equals the downfall of his place.
System.
Yeah, we're at the broken toes right now. You know?
Them toes looking bogus.
City against city and kingdom against kingdom. So, hey, civil war is coming to America, man.
Oh, yeah. This Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right? Hey, this place is, the people are already divided, man, but wait till shit hit the fan, man. How cold they gonna get, man. All right? Hey, they're gonna turn against their own neighbors, man. The people that you was actually thought you was cool with, man. They gonna be thinking about running up in your spot, man. Getting your food, getting your wife. You know what I'm saying? And your kids, and your dog.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Because they raping everybody, bro.
Oh, this nigga. That nigga said he was Israelite. Yeah, man, that nigga's not no Israelite. They paid him to do that because he was still. It didn't look like he repented. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead. That nigga's crazy too.
This is 2 Ezra 15 and 14. The point is at verse 16. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. So going back to what the elders are talking about, man, it's going to be all type of riots in America. All right, you're going to have many race riots, class riots. It's going to be all out division. All right, it says,
Hey, your white neighbor, hey, James, come on over. And here you are as a black man, let me go see how my neighbor doing. And they gonna drug you up and you gonna be their dinner. They gonna cut you up, put you in that fucking freezer. You gonna be that goddamn dinner, man.
Hey, stew became stew. If y'all know, you know. Thank you.
Book of Eli. Oh no, remember Book of Eli? They invite him over there.
Oh yeah.
And Denzel was like, what the fuck? You know, he said, you see some cows?
Right. Right.
And it show you the woman is simple, bro. Yeah. It show you the woman is simple. It show you the woman is simple, man. Because they sitting here eating meat. The motherfucker Denzel said, you see some cows around here?
In the middle of nowhere.
You see some chickens?
Yeah, when he smacked the plate.
Let's go, let's go.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Look, man, I'm done with women now. Now, a woman that I had a lot of, and nothing physical between me and her ever, because she's actually was another woman's woman. But another man's woman. But before that even happened, I dealt with her literally on a big brother, little sister level, you know. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't that I didn't think she was attractive or anything. The woman was fine as hell, but I wasn't physically attracted to her like that. All right, somebody else that I loved dearly was, because he even came to me because he was like, you know, it's you, and I was like, no, that's all you, you know. I was, you know, just breaking down to her, you know, the whole that we was Israelites, because she's like, you just like always talking about the Bible and stuff, and you know, she had all these questions, and I always had answers. So I ended up giving her my Apocrypha. I had a brand new Apocrypha, and I gave it to her, you know, and I broke it down to how, you know, the whole breakdown. Fast forward to the future, she was with my guy. And turns out the woman was a complete demon. A complete demon, man. And putting him through all kind of shit, you know. And to the point where he was like, I'm gonna have to take a page out of that Brother Murph book, go to the White Castle. Just leave, you know, because he already was weary of his own women, all right, which a lot of Jake is. Now it turns out that this particular woman, and I ain't saying no names and putting up, you know, no names out there, but she has a daughter, a young, beautiful daughter, and her daughter had questions about things and want to meet and know her father. And this woman, keeping her away from her father, And I always telling her father was this and he beat me and blah, blah, blah. He did all these things to me. And it turns out that none of that was true. All right? None of that was true, man. And the reason why her father did put hands on her when the time that he did, right? Because she broke one of the most sacred things. She banged his best friend. She got mad at him.
Oh, hell.
She banged his best friend, and she took a selfie of herself while she was getting banged by his best friend and sent it to him. So how do you expect him to react when he saw it?
It's on site, bitch.
All right? On site.
It's on site. No.
Him and you and him.
Yes.
All right? Absolutely.
Proverbs 6:34, for jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance.
There it is, man. He shall not spare in the day of vengeance. And this woman is just so damn wicked because she, you know, the girl became real close with my guy. All right? They were really close. And he was telling her that, young lady, you need to know your father. You need to meet and know your father. And they, so the mother got wind of their conversation and stuff and accosted them both, brought them together. And he told the young lady, I'm not gonna sell you out to your mother. The conversation we had, if you want to tell her, you can tell her, but I'm not telling her. I'm never gonna sell you out. But he told her right in front of her mother. He said, when you turn 18 and you want to meet your father and know your father, I'll spend my money to get you to your father. You ain't even got to deal with her. And that's what he had to say. And she lost it. Because what it is that she realizing that she had a good one and he don't want to deal with her no more because he done learned all this shit about her. And her behavior had been suspect. And so she just angry that image, she had this image that she was just this pretty good girl. It's gone, Yeah. And she's not. She's wicked. And I say, hey, sometimes, man, the more finer they are, the more wicked they are. Yeah. Right? So she's mad because her cover's blown. Right? You just a straight up hoe. You ain't no undercover hoe.
I have to move.
And your daughter, and you didn't take it, coming to the fact that you had a man that your daughters began to like him so much, she started telling him shit. Because she was like, Mama, why? And so he's like, because she even asked him, are you going to marry my mother? So her children really liked him. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, well, I considered it. But then she started telling him all this shit. And he already was suspicious and was kind of separating because he was like, I don't know, man, some shit ain't kind of right. So he said, I'm like I said, man, me personally, I'm in monk mode, man. That's just me. I'm in monk mode. I done did all my dirt. I didn't, I'm good on that. And these young brothers who got that fire in them, I'm done. I'm done. I don't trust. I don't trust them, man.
These hoes ain't loyal.
I don't trust them. I got a few that mainly one, to be honest, that's betrothed. But I'm still on monk mode. She don't even live in the state, so I don't even see her. All right. So and if she doesn't wait for me, if she does something, the Lord gonna deal with it, because I already know the Lord gonna line them all up. So I'm not worried about any of that. That's not my concern, man. Real talk. But when but how the hell you gonna let your man's best friend bang you, and then take a selfie of it while it's still happening, and then send it to him, and then expect him not to react? Because if you'd have been in some places, that's all me. If you'd have been in some places, you've been over in the East, you might be headless right about now.
No, Big Stone.
They definitely hitting bitches with that Fred Flintstone. The Elder D-Mash always bring out that when he
Yeah, he told a story.
Oh, yeah.
How a woman got put to death for adultery over there in the East.
Good.
So they dug a hole and with her hands buried to her side and put a board behind her and then they stoned
her ass up right.
And they stoned her to death. All right. And he said he saw chunks of her head and flesh coming off. Right? They
I
stoned
wonder
her.
which crack killed her.
So they stoned her to death, man. Well, they probably started off with little ones first.
That's what I mean. Yeah, no, that's
Just giving them
that's how you do
pain
it.
until them big ones came. It's, you know, and I'm pretty sure she was dead before all that, you know.
When you watch
When you
those,
got 100 people throwing rocks at you and your hands, you know, she couldn't even put her arms up to let them break and destroy her arms. You know,
No, the boy had her.
So, and the boy was behind her, so she couldn't move. You know,
when you watch those videos, they got some websites that got those type of videos.
Yeah.
It sound like a hailstorm, but much louder. I hear of rocks and the person just getting mollywopped by a whole bunch of rocks.
yeah.
All you just see is a bunch of rocks. It's brutal.
And guess what? That's in the Holy Scriptures. That's in the Bible.
It's brutal.
You know. Damn.
It's
So
a righteous thing too.
you know, somebody grabbed that Marvel not if she trespassed against him.
Yup.
All right, because don't you know? So I'd have had my feelings hurt, my heart hurt too, man. I know what that shit is like, man. And you know, and it ain't nothing against your manhood, man. Like I always say, man, you could be Mr. Donkey, motherfucking Daddy Longstroke. It don't matter.
Right.
You could be straight Daddy Longstroke, boy. And the Marvel not, she still would transgress.
Pringle can, everything.
Pringle can to the max, and she's still gonna go. You know, and find because she just want to do something different.
She has to do it. She has been given liberty to guide a bride.
She want to taste some different protein. It's
It's gonna happen.
It is what it is.
It's gonna happen, man. Nigga, I'm the Murph, and I'ma just say that.
So bring it out.
This Sirach 26:11. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee.
Yeah. Wait, so read that again.
It's okay, Khan. It says Sirach 26:11. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open up her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
Quiver is what you put arrows in.
Big ass sack.
And the average quiver can hold a lot of arrows.
Holes in the hole.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. Matter of fact, can we get that in another version?
G&T.
GNT.
All right, because
She opens her legs to
right.
every.
You know, so when he says she gonna drink of every water, you know,
Drinking that ski.
and that's why we keep telling you that the Lord is gonna have a brutal punishment for a lot of you women when this society collapses, man. All right, you're gonna fall to your own devices.
Oh yeah.
Right? We keep telling you the carousel gonna ride you. You ain't gonna get to pick and choose. You ain't gonna get the whole 2-3 guys' hands to lead them to the room.
You don't like.
All right? Yeah, you know, they grabbed it. You know, the guy carrying her and she holding the hand of the other guy and she leading them to the room. No, it ain't gonna go like that. You gonna get grabbed by your hair. All right? You gonna get picked. The one dude gonna have your feet.
He was the one picking up. It was Jason Love.
Other dude gonna have your hands. And it's gonna be the hole and the rest of the dudes following behind him.
That shit follow.
And it's gonna get real brutal in there.
Bullet train.
Hey, shit, the elder said it don't matter who you is. Even Jason Love got by a bitch, Joe.
Yeah.
And he the king of fucking all the hoes right now for the last 10 years. But this nigga got a fucking baby mama, Joe. And his baby mama, his daughter was 8 years old, and he found out it was his daughter. It wasn't his daughter, and he's still paying the child support. Even Jason Love, Joe. Ain't nobody safe, Joe.
Wow, so she got an 8-year-old daughter that ain't his.
I got one.
He been paying for it the whole time. Now
Oh,
a woman
money.
like that should be made to pay every dime back or go to prison.
That's folly.
With interest.
Yeah, with interest.
That's crazy.
This is the scripture just backing up what the elder Malcolm said in the story.
I don't know who the hell Jason Love is. He a porn star?
Yeah. He porn.
So he Mr. Pringles can himself.
Yeah, the black nigga, man, with the tattoos. If you see him, he the one who be fucking Adam 22 wife all the time.
Oh, that nigga.
Yeah,
That nigga, yep.
yeah, all the time. He the premier guy, for the last like 10 years.
Just slap you across the face with it.
Man, Jason love that nigga.
The new Black Silver.
That's what So even these niggas getting got. So
Right.
look, ain't nobody safe with these hoes, man. But it says that it's with nobody. I'm just backing the L up. Even Jason Love, man. This is Deuteronomy 22:20. It said, but if this thing be true, and the tokens of virginity be not found for the damsel, and you ain't gonna find that in this society anywhere. So, but, verse 21, then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her with stones that she die, because she have wrought folly in Israel. So all these people gotta see it. And like Yasharallah just said, that shit be sounding like hailstones, but it's fucking Ice Cube didn't pop out the bushes talking about Debo that's a female. It said the men of Israel. These the men of Israel. To be some chick, she went off and she was getting stoned. Them are our customs. Those are eat like the elder bro Yashawamba say all the time. We have an Eastern way of mindset. These people have a Western mindset. All these start from the East, or these Ishmaelites and what these Russian niggas be on, that's what us. Hey, I talked to a Russian nigga the other day. Well, I call him Russian. I call all them Stan niggas Russian. But he from Uzbekistan. And he's a Sambo champion, you know, in his country.
You don't know what Sambo is? It's a brutal ass martial art, man.
And yeah, it's brutal as hell.
It's one of the most, it's MMA basically. But in a gi, all right, you wearing a
it's some shorts.
So the techniques, this shit is brutal, man.
It's brutal.
It's straight brutal, all right, because you still got your judo throws, you still got all your gi chokes. It's way more technical than regular MMA because you are wearing the gi, all right, which is why no gi is so popular, because these no gi cats, they lack a certain level of skill, and you can get away with shit no gi that you can't in gi. That's what it really comes down to, you know. So yeah, I said it, you know. So a lot of these, you know, these no gi guys is trying to run from that gi because they don't want that smoke for real.
Put the gi on.
A lot of right, you know.
Now that gi real, though.
You know, CJ and them, all right. You know,
CJI
and them,
CJI.
right? Okay, just saying, you know, all these. Now, you know, some of them guys that got down in that still get down in the gi. Kudos to them. All right. But anyway, go ahead, brother.
But no, the Sambo guy was saying, and we because he's in California now, but he always calls me, and we was on the FaceTime, and he was just saying, like, when I was growing up in the country and we'd find that the niggas in the huts, bro, they said we'd see the TV, we'd see Mike Tyson. Like, we'll see all the black men, like, we just, fuck, bro, like, these guys so strong, they so cool, like, he said, I've been over here just driving for the last couple years, like, these motherfuckers is soft, man.
Yeah.
He said, something happened to the black man that's strange in the
Wow.
bush. He said, I noticed it.
So it took an outside.
He said, I can barely speak English, and I know it's wrong. Something happened to the black man. He said, I grew up watching these people fight, watching the Michael Jordan. He said, what the fuck? Everybody's just fucking soft, and all of them got guns.
Our ex-landlord was
That
Middle
shit
East.
mighty,
You
bro.
hear that?
He said, all of them got guns.
I
and
hope
they
y'all
fucking
heard
soft.
that, man.
That nigga Sambo champion, man.
All right. He grew up, you know, watching Mike Tyson and motherfucking Jim Kelly and shit like that.
Yeah.
All right. Watching Pernell Whitaker and you know all them.
He said they was moved off that shit in the stand. That nigga a Jake too.
What's his name? The one that beat up Martin. The hitman.
Oh, Tommy Hearns. Tommy the Hitman.
Tommy Hearns and what was his name? Marvin Hagler.
Marvin is Marvin.
Yeah, he watching guys like that, man.
Yeah,
You know,
he was saying that.
Motherfucking James Toney, watching them guys that, you know, right.
He said that. He said they was so mighty, strong.
And now all of a sudden, what has happened? Well, Yasharallah hit the nail on the head. Two things, Esau and Eve.
Yep.
Right?
I was explaining it to him, and he said, I understand it.
And then the food. All right? But mainly Esau and Eve, man.
Eve and destruction.
All right? She truly is the Eve of destruction.
Yeah.
You know, the so-called black woman is one of the main catalysts to the destruction of her own people, man.
Because of her, we all die.
That's right.
Matter of fact, get that, we're going to give it a rap.
Hey, you know what is funny, though? Them stands be Jakes, bro.
A lot of my
He
Jakes.
go, that nigga definitely Jake,
The
bro.
history that we've been bringing out, when Putin brought out all, when Putin brought out all those relics, you know, those are Russian icons, right? Those people didn't disappear. What happened was they melanin disappeared in their children, but they were skeeting in them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
So 2-3 generations, they just there it is, man. And that's where you get what's that dude that trained with
Blake Griffin looking for
the dude with the what his name? Zabit?
Zabit.
Man, that dude
Oh,
a Jake,
Zabit.
man.
Mega Madoff.
Man.
Oh, the Abraham Lincoln nigga?
That
retired?
That dude a Jake, man.
Look, that nigga would have been the champ in 3 divisions if he would have stayed. He just randomly said it. He said, I retired. That nigga Zabit, that nigga Jake, that's one of the best fighters ever. And he don't even have to keep fighting niggas to show you that. That dude's skills, he a monster.
They
bro.
play with bears.
That dude's Zabit. He definitely is like, and he only trained with niggas too.
Kanowski. Start at 19.
19. All right, this
He
Sirach,
randomly retired.
this Sirach chapter 25 verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, it says a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in the distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
Right, so we all saw that video of that Northern Kingdom woman talking about all the things she doesn't do for her husband. All right.
Oh yeah,
Now
that's
you finna do
She
it
gave
for
a
20
whole-
niggas, bitch.
Right.
Everything.
So, hey, like you said, through her,
Man.
through her, we all death entered into the world. Go ahead.
look, there it is. Verse 24, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
And so there it is, man. So that was the answer to that Russian's question, man.
That's right.
Hey, tell them about calling it down. Right? That became the that was the answer to the question of that Russian
That's definitely.
of it, the answer to his question, man. What happened to the so-called black man?
What happened to that?
In America?
Even Esau.
All right. There you go. Hey, so with that, we're gonna give all praises, all honor and glory unto Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Crocodiles.
Wa Abba Paul.
Y'all know.
Hit the camera.